Okay, good evening and welcome to our special. There's nothing special about it, it's just on the evening of the Masters. So hopefully you've pulled yourself away for, this will last about 15-20 minutes, and then don't worry, you can go straight back to watching the Masters. I'm sure you're having a great evening watching the first day unfold. Be interesting to see who's at the top of the leaderboard as this show goes out on air. Anyway, for the Thursday night show, Joe, we'll carry on as normal. World news. First bit, mate, fire away.
Yeah, so talking of the Masters, the Russell Henley was the last guy to earn his place after winning the Houston Open, the Shell Houston Open.
Yeah. So up until last week, basically, he wasn't playing.
In it. I think it is, if you haven't already qualified, you then qualify.
For winning that?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So Russell Henley is in the field today. See how he's getting on?
The par, his final round, so 65.
Massive deal, and we're going to go through this pretty quick because we're going to focus a lot on the Masters very shortly. So the world news and our other bits will be very much a shortened down version. So second news, big news of last week was about Rory, and he's lined his pockets big time.
Yeah, so he's got a 10-year contract of Nike for $100 million. Well, estimated at $100 million.
That is pretty damn good, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's without clubs as well, isn't it? So we can get further sponsorship if
he decides to sign a club deal and ball deal or whatever else, then. But obviously, Rory's absolutely raking it in.
I think he was the 17th most earning sportsman or something.
Was he in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's certainly making his mark nowadays, Rory, but there was a bigger sponsorship deal than that I noticed this week, mate. Liam from Golf Vlogs.
Yeah, he got, what was it, by Matt and Alan?
Matt and Alan, yeah. Massive deal, so well done to Liam, congratulations on that. Another bit of world news, and almost rivals Rory in that sponsorship stakes there. That's a good channel, by the way, check that one out, Golf Vlogs. I think that's it. Is it just called Golf Vlogs?
Golf Vlogs UK, I think.
Watch that, really funny. Have a good laugh watching Liam and his pals go around and play golf. Really good. Keep up the good work. World news done with. Straight onto product, and again, not a lot going on, but we've got. I like the wedges.
Yeah, the Callaway. You can now customise your wedges a bit.
Yeah,
so
cool,
there's a range of colours, letters, symbols. You can add to your Callaway, what irons are they? The MD3 milled and the MD4.
On the wedges. Yeah. So it's a bit like the FootJoy thing where I assume, I've only seen a quick video of how they do it, but you'll have a number of options in the way you can customise your wedges, stick your name on a few sides and things like that, wasn't it?
I love Heart, Shamrock and all that.
Yeah, it's quite nice, wasn't it? Yeah. So they've made that available to for all the new wedges that are coming out. As you can see, we're trying to whiz through this lot because there is a lot of Masters trivia about to come. Videos this week, we've spoken a lot about Ben Ross, so there was a continuation about that, but we have, like I said, indulged them quite a lot in recent weeks, but we do carry on with a few more reviews of their irons, I think it was. We also filmed our first Man vs Golf Hole Challenge, which was at Heswell, and then on, yesterday, so it was Tuesday, we visited Blankney Golf Club in Lincolnshire. And it was our first visit that was organised via one of you people out there, one of our subscribers, supporters of the channel. So Matt Elkington, he got in touch when we made these requests a few weeks ago, arranged the game. We travelled over yesterday morning. It was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a laugh, it was a good day.
Really good. Video will be out maybe towards the end of the week. So what we did a bit of a course vlog. I'm not a lover of these kind of like hour and a half watching every single shot, so we'll see what we come up with, but it was a good day. Course was very nice as well. Matt was great company, as was the pro from there, Alec. He came out for the front nine, and overall good day. We also filmed another Man vs Golf Hole Challenge, which again you'll see in the next few days, I would think. So that was all done, and again, once again, we have got quite a few games now lined up through the summer, but if you still fancy a game and a visit from Joey the Tweet and the Average Golfer, it's simply a message to info@tupload.co.uk, and we'll try and fit something in throughout this summer and make a visit. Right, that's it in terms of world news. The big question still is evolved around world news, but we're going to leave that till the very end. We're going to get straight stuck into some interesting trivia, not your normal stuff that you'll know about, or maybe not know about, the history, if you like, and some quirky facts about Augusta. So fire away, Joe, you start with the first one.
So it finally opened in 1933.
Yeah.
In Georgia, after being founded by Bobby Jones and investment banker Cliff Richards.
Congratulations!
Clifford Roberts.
Clifford Roberts, yeah.
Cliff Richards.
Cliff Richards, he might have done
He did a song
there.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
That's a crack of that.
Investment monkey, Clifford Roberts. Oh, God.
You hit me with a perler. Cliff Richards designed Augusta. He's a big tennis fan. I don't know if he's keen on the golf. The origin of the snazzy green jacket, as they call it.
Yeah, and you've got to see you put your snazzy green.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
well.
I forgot to mention. Literally, if you notice, Masters Green. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Looking at myself in the screen there. Masters Green. That's where this polo's from. Readily available from tigers.co.uk.
Yeah.
Get yourself one. So, in the last 3 years, only 3 players have pulled off back-to-back victories. Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo. Gary Player, only Masters winner to not have his jacket locked up at Augusta. He forgot to bring it back.
So it's in, was it in a museum, isn't it?
Yeah, World Golf Hall of Fame.
Yeah. The jacket actually came about because it was for members to wear, so then visitors would then know they're members and they could ask them questions. Okay, so that was where the green jacket originated for. A lot of interesting facts during the war, between 43, Second World War, 43 and 45. 200 cattle, 1,400 turkeys raised at Augusta. Yeah. Apparently as well, I wasn't too sure if this was real, but it was alongside this fact that apparently they let the 200 cattle eat the grass to mow it down. But
to keep it down?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much. It done more damage than good.
Well, it's certainly not had no damage now, long-lasting effect, has it? They certainly got to grips with it. 42 German prisoners of war ferried in out of the nearby Camp Gordon to work on the course as part of the huge transformation to restore it to its former beauty. Yeah. Done their bit there.
Yeah, thanks lads.
Course architect, Alistair Mackenzie.
Yeah, unfortunately he actually passed away 2 months before the
inaugural Masters. Yeah, what a shame that was. And again, another mention to Cliff Richards.
Cliff Richards, yeah.
Or Clifford Roberts, co-founder.
He fell ill at the age of 83 and decided to take his own life on the course by Ike's, I think it's called Ike's Pond,
it is,
with a pistol.
Wow.
Shot to the head, which is a bit...
Never mentioned that too many times when you see Ike's Pond at the Masters. Give me another one, Joe. Oldest winner, Jack Nicklaus, 46. I did know that one. There's a lot here, the majority I didn't know. Youngest winner?
Was Tiger. The youngest player, however, was Wan Tianlang. Yeah. Who was a Chinese guy. He was 14 years old.
5 months. Yeah. Wow, that must have been some experience. Course record, 63.
Yeah, by Nick Price and Greg Norman.
Yeah. 86 and 96.
Why the caddies wear white? That's
no idea, man.
Before, you weren't allowed to bring your own caddies. It had to be locals from around the area. Okay. And they were usually poor guys. So they give them this uniform so they don't look the same.
And the white caddy, well, it's like a boiler suit, isn't it, really? It's carried on ever since. Yeah. And then the next one's pretty cool, isn't it? Which one's the next one? The sand in the bunker. Yeah, but what's about this top one? I'm just reading this. Sorry, I mean, I'm not even facing the camera because I'm having to read these notes. Joe's prepared all these, and unfortunately, I'm learning them as we go along. But Augusta was a US Open reject, I've just read. Yeah, they didn't let it happen, did they? Wow. Which was obviously a mistake. Yeah, well, it's got its own sort of history now, hasn't it? And stands alone on its own as its own major. Yeah, but go on, sorry. So the sand is not real in the bunkers. No, it's not actually sand. It's breaking news, this. It's a waste product. I hope this isn't fake news, is it? No, yeah. This is true, isn't it? This is real, yeah. Go on. 100%. No, it's a waste product from mining aluminium. The type of mining produces a really bright quartz. Yeah. Which is why the sand traps Masters look so sparkly. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, the whole Masters setup almost looks artificial at times. It's that pristine. I've never seen a golf course that is kept so immaculate or prepared, presented so immaculately. And the fact that they've now, the sand isn't even real. It'll be interesting to know how it plays and whether it plays so much different than regular sand. Any more for us, Joe? That really ties it up, really. Interesting stuff, mate. Interesting stuff about the course that you're now no doubt watching. Right, that's our little bit of trivia from Augusta. But the biggest news of the week and the biggest controversy of the week was last weekend, and it was the first major for the ladies, and no doubt every golfing fan is aware of it, so everyone who's watching this channel will be aware about Lexi Thompson. She lost the major in what was a playoff in the end, but after a 4-shot penalty, which she found out about midway through the final round.
Final round, yeah, so the round later, she found out that she'd been reduced to 4 points.
Yeah.
Well, 4 shots rather.
Which was incredible.
Well, it is for what happened, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, for those of you who don't know, I think, can we throw a small clip up here of the...
throw the video up now.
That she's going to incur from yesterday involves incorrectly replacing her ball on a green. And again, a viewer contacted the tour, thought they saw something yesterday in the 3rd round. So you're going to watch her put the coin down here for the ball, okay? And look where the ball is relative to the coin, and you don't see the coin there. She picks it back up, and now look at where the ball is in relation to the coin when she puts it back down. And you can see the coin. So obviously it's not in the same spot in play because the coin's down. That's a 2-stroke penalty. But because she signed for an incorrect card, that adds another 2-stroke penalty. That used to be disqualification. But
yeah, so the first thing I picked up on, and rightly or wrongly so, and again this is all subject to your opinions, why we put the question out there, but the thing is, first of all, is the positioning of the actual camera. Yeah. The camera angle, and literally if it was a couple of yards left, if the camera was set up a couple of yards left, I don't think it'd have even picked up on the fact that the coin, because the coin became visible when she replaced the ball, or when she marked the ball you couldn't see the coin, when she replaced the ball, part of the coin was visible, which is how they identified that the ball couldn't have been returned to the original position. So even, you know, this was so...
but it's not that, it's the fact that a fan rung in. And they even seen it, wasn't the officials hadn't seen it.
You can go on for it.
Someone had phoned in, and because it was happened to be shown on the TV,
which again is like, you haven't got that referee for every game that goes out on that final day, because they're not watching every single game. So again, that's unfair. It's got to be the same rule for everybody. So if people are watching the game, they've got to be watching every single game and every element of it. They don't show that. It's just wrong on every level. The fact that, first of all, the timing that it happened, there should be surely, in my opinion, again, and by all means that's the question, it's a broad question, it's just your opinion on this whole subject really, but once again there should be some time scale between when the final round finishes, when the card is signed for, or even when the incident takes place. They should have so many holes in which if they don't identify that issue by 4 holes later, then it should be that it becomes null and void, because like you said, this happened more than 24.
Yeah, it was around earlier, wasn't it?
Oh, it was unbelievable.
The thing is, I understand if she's done it wrong, 2 points is all right, but then because she signed the card, obviously thinking she'd not done anything wrong, and then they said
further punished.
Yeah, she got punished even 2 shots more. Yeah, because she'd signed a false card or whatever.
Well, this again. Yeah, like I said, it kind of builds the issues with this whole thing. They just seem to get worse, because okay, so she's committed a breach of the rules, so she gets docked at 2 points. Yeah. That again, you sort of say, okay, well, if you're playing by the rules of the book and you've got to, then she gets docked at 2 points. But then she signed for a card that when she signed for the card she doesn't know is incorrect. So then to dock her a further 2 shots is incredible. And obviously that cost her ultimately the whole major championship. And for me, and unfortunately I've not got it wrote down and I can't recall the lady's name who won in the playoff, but for me, the girl in the playoff should have given her 20-foot putt or whatever it was, she should, or in some way just conceded a hole to the girl. How she can think that she won the major? Yeah,
well, it's again, isn't it? She's in a horrible situation there.
Of course she is, but it's such a bad taste though, isn't it, for her, that surely for now, for when she looks back in years gone by, will she think and just look at her record and, oh well, I won a major, or will she look back and think, yeah, I won a major, but really Lexi Thompson won the major in terms of, it was an incredible situation. And I always think again in terms of any breach of rules, if you're breaking the rules and you're punished accordingly, then, and again this is a difficult one to word, but she gained no advantage, Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, it was like a 20 centimetre foot. It wasn't like it was stuck in the rough and she like chipped it out on the slide.
If the ball has moved millimetres for whatever reason, the ball has moved millimetres, she's marked it incorrectly. And like I said, there are lots of people, and I know there'll be a lot of comments believe that everything was done by the book and she should have been punished accordingly by the rule book. And you know that's fair enough. That's your opinion. But I just think that every punishment should be relative to the sort of crime committed, if you like.
True,
and there is just nothing that's relative to what she did to be deduct 4 points and lose that major. But anyway, like I said, I think me and you agree on this one.
Yeah, I think we both agree that it was a
bit unfair. But ultimately, like I said, that's two opinions. Interesting is to see what your opinion is out there. We always like a bit of interaction, so lob your comments down below and see what you think. Yeah, I haven't forgot actually this week. I haven't. I've got them down here. I've remembered. Okay. So comments down below on that one. But there'll be another final comment, and we have. Only this morning we've gone out and picked our Masters winners, put pen to paper and had a bit of a bet, haven't we? Yeah. So we've got, are you going to who's revealing first?
You can go first.
So my pick to win the Masters is I have, I don't know whether we did this last week up to the camera, it didn't really work, everything blurred. So I'll tell you that says Sergio Garcia, and Sergio Garcia is 40 to 1, and I've backed Sergio Garcia each way. Big favourite of mine, Sergio?
Yep. I've picked Tommy Fleetwood.
Tommy Fleetwood, 80 to 1, Tommy.
He's 80 to 1, so if he wins that, I'll...
Bit of form of late.
Yeah.
Then we've got Hannah, who you'll see if you watch any Office Days. Don't forget to watch that, by the way. Another channel of ours, Office Days, following what goes on day to day in our office life. Odd bit of funny's going there. Joey hogs the camera most of the day on that one. But Hannah, who also appears on the video, she has picked a favourite of yours, actually. I think she got there before.
She got there before me, so I had to go with Fleetwood.
And that on there says Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah. He's 22 to 1, is he?
22 to 1. But then, if anyone watched the Man vs Golf, there's two reasons for this final group choice. Is that in the Man vs Golf Hole Challenge last week at Heswell, we played our little, it was like a 10-year-old winning a place in the Masters. And we spoke about Andy Sullivan, who is, of course, my namesake. And some guy commented about Andy Sullivan perhaps winning the Masters after this video. I thought we can't afford not to back him. So 200 to 1. Would you believe? I think it's a massive price.
Yeah.
I think he played well at the Masters. I'm sure he has, but maybe incorrect there. But he's 200 to 1. So it's a group bet. We've also done Andy Sullivan. So what we're going to do is stick down below as well who you think might win this year's Masters, and all those that pick the correct winner will send out a Taggers golf cap. Yeah. We've got to be careful. We can't go too hefty on the prize, just in case.
Just in case
thousands of us turn up. But if anyone picks the winner, we will send you out one of our special edition Masters Taggers caps. And when I say special edition Master, it'll be green.
It'll be green. Yeah.
That's it. Right. Anyway, we've kept you long enough from the TV, so go back and enjoy the rest of the Masters. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget, the reviews are coming through thick and fast at the moment. People are definitely getting out and playing golf. So visit tupload.co.uk and leave your reviews if you're playing golf. Subscribe to newsletters. We just want you involved in any way, shape or form. So as ever, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Au revoir. Good night, Vienna.
Oh dear, right. Let's start with, I'll have to calm down because I'll have to get my head back together after that. You hit me with a perler. Right, what are my microphones doing? It's doing my nothing.
Oh yeah, it is a bit weird.